Ever wondered who was in charge before us? Before cities. Before empires. Before humans even existed. For billions of years, Earth was a stage 4 epic dramas, with incredible casts of characters ruling over vast, alien landscapes. Today, we're winding back the clock, way back, to uncover the lost kings and queens of our planet. Forget everything you think you know about prehistory, because we're going far beyond the dinosaurs. Let's journey back almost 4 billion years. Imagine a world you wouldn't recognize. The continents are jumbled together, the air is thick and strange, and the oceans are a primordial soup. Life is just beginning. Starting as single-celled organisms, tiny pioneers in a vast, empty world. For billions of years, these microscopic life forms were the undisputed rulers. They silently terraformed the planet, pumping oxygen into the atmosphere and setting the stage for everything that was to come. They were the invisible architects of our world, the quiet, unsung rulers of early Earth. Fast forward to about 540 million years ago, the Cambrian explosion. Suddenly, the oceans burst with life. This is where things get wild. Creatures straight out of a sci-fi movie appear. Trilobites, with their armored bodies, scuttled across the seafloor in massive numbers. They were the dominant arthropods for millions of years. But lurking in the shadows was something even more impressive. The Anomalocaris. This was the T-Rex of its time, reaching up to a meter long, with giant, grasping appendages and a circular mouth full of sharp plates. It was the ocean's first It hunted trilobites and other creatures with terrifying efficiency. For a time, in these bustling ancient seas, Anomalocaris was king, but the land remained empty. A silent, rocky expanse, waiting for its first conquerors. Around 400 million years ago, life made the leap. At first, it was just simple plants, like mosses, clinging to the water's edge. But then came the pioneers. The arthropods. Imagine giant scorpions and millipedes, some growing longer than a person, crawling through eerie, primitive forests. These weren't the tiny bugs we know today. They were giants. One of the most formidable was Arthropleura, a colossal millipede that could reach over 2 meters long. With no vertebrate predators on land yet, these giant creepy crawlies were the undisputed lords of this new, green world. They were the first kings of the continents. Now, let's jump to the Permian period, a time before the dinosaurs truly took over. The world was dominated by a group of animals that often get mistaken for dinosaurs but were something else entirely. And who was the apex predator of this era? The mighty Dimetrodon. Yes, that famous creature with the giant sail on its back. People often think it's a dinosaur, but it was actually one of our own distant relatives, more closely related to mammals than to reptiles like T-Rex. That sail wasn't just for show. It likely helped Dimetrodon regulate its body temperature, giving it a huge advantage. It was a powerful hunter, a warm-blooded killing machine in a cold-blooded world, ruling the swamps and plains of the supercontinent Pangaea, long before the first true dinosaurs even appeared. But Dimetrodon wasn't the only powerhouse. As the Permian wore on, a new group of synapsids rose to prominence. The Imaginia saber-toothed, wolf-like reptile, the size of a bear, that was Gorgonops. With powerful limbs and huge, knife-like canine teeth, it was a terrifyingly efficient predator. They were the top carnivores of the late Permian, hunting other large synapsids across the dry, arid landscapes. For millions of years, these creatures were at the absolute top of the food chain, the undisputed rulers of a world on the brink of disaster. They represented the peak of synapsid evolution before everything changed. Then, about 252 million years ago, the world ended. It wasn't an asteroid this time. It was something far worse. The Great Dying. Massive volcanic eruptions in what is now Siberia poured greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, triggering runaway global warming. The oceans turned acidic, and oxygen levels plummeted. It was the planet's greatest mass extinction event, wiping out over 90% of all marine species and 70% of terrestrial life. The reign of the Gorgonopsians and many other Permian lords came to a sudden, catastrophic end. The slate was wiped clean. The world was left empty, waiting for new rulers to emerge from the ashes. Out of this devastation, a new dynasty began to rise. A group of reptiles that had survived the extinction, the Archosaurs, started to diversify, and from this group came the most famous rulers of all time, the dinosaurs. For the next 165 million years, they would dominate the planet like no other group, before or since. From the colossal Argentinosaurus, the heaviest land animal ever, to the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex, the king of the carnivores, dinosaurs conquered every continent and every environment. They were the undisputed emperors of the Mesozoic era. Their rule was long, diverse, and incredibly successful. It seemed like it would last forever, but he didn't. 66 million years ago, a 6-mile-wide asteroid slammed into the planet near the coast of modern-day Mexico. The impact triggered a global cataclysma, nuclear winter, that blocked out the sun, causing plants to die and ecosystems to collapse. The long, glorious reign of the dinosaurs was over. But this ending was also a beginning. While the giant dinosaurs perished, some smaller creatures survived. Among them were our ancestors. Small, shrew-like mammals that lived in the shadows of the dinosaurs for millions of years. With the giants gone, the world was open for business again. This was the dawn of the age of mammals. Our little ancestors came out of the burrows and into the light. They began to diversify, evolve, and grow larger. Over millions of years, they filled the ecological niches left vacant by the dinosaurs. We saw the rise of giant, flightless terrabirds, and then massive mammals like the Paraceratherium, a hornless rhino the size of a 2-story house. Then came the saber-toothed cats, woolly mammoths, and giant ground sloths. The world was once again full of giants, but this time they were our kin. And among this flourishing of mammalian life, one lineage in Africa began a remarkable journey. A group of primates came down from the trees and started walking on 2 legs. Their brains began to grow. They developed tools. They mastered fire, and they created language. This was the beginning of our story. We are the latest in a long, long line of rulers. From microbes to sea monsters, from giant millipedes to sail-backed synapsids, and, of course, the mighty dinosaurs. Earth has had many masters. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? We're just the current custodians of a planet with a history far grander and stranger than we can possibly imagine. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through deep time. It is a powerful reminder that our time here is just a single chapter in Earth's incredible saga. If you enjoyed this trip to the past, please hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the wonders of our world. Let us know in the comments which ancient ruler you found most fascinating. Until next time, stay curious.